Life, sir, has changed. Now getting a sense of responsibility, of completeness now. At least you have a source of income which you are lagging from past 6 or 7 years. I want to come out of my comfort zone of okay यूपीएससी हो जाएगा हो जाएगा हो जाएगा करो तो हो जाएगा क्यों नहीं होगा. So this is what stopping many candidates to transition from UPSC to the next. So that first webinar which you conducted on public policy and political consulting as a career just after pre 25 ka pre. So that one webinar changed. That one webinar was the trigger moment. किसी को पता ही नहीं है कि ऐसे ऐसी एक स्ट्रीम है जिसका नाम है पब्लिक पॉलिसी एंड पॉलिटिकल कंसल्टिंग एंड पीपल आर वर्किंग देयर. पीपल आर वर्किंग विथ गवर्नमेंट. पीपल आर वर्किंग फॉर गवर्नमेंट. पीपल थिंक कि ठीक है यार 1,000 लोग रजिस्टर करते हैं बट सबका थोड़ी होता है. मतलब वो 21 LPA 6 LPA 8 LPA वो सबका नहीं होता है. तो ठीक है मेरा भी यही था कि ठीक है 21 LPA नहीं होगा कुछ LPA तो होगा. 4 5 6 8 10 कुछ भी 4 5 6 8 10 कुछ भी. डेज companies are recognizing कि ठीक है if you are preparing for UPSC it's good because you have an inter-domain knowledge of subject.
Congratulations for getting the political consulting role at NBMC.
Yes sir, thank you so much sir.
So how has the life changed in the last few months? So what are you doing these days?
Life, sir, has changed. Now getting a sense of responsibility that I have to fulfill. Family, friends, uh, people, everyone, everything has changed. Now working in a firm, you get to know, you get to read, but still that reading phase is going on. Will change in will change in a bit, in I guess in a week or so. But yeah, uh, you have sense of completeness now. At least you have a source of income which you are lagging from past 6 or 7 years after graduation.
Right.
So yeah.
Undoubtedly, financial freedom is certainly very important after some
Yes sir.
point of time.
Yes sir.
So Akash, just as we begin, for
Yes
our
sir.
audience, can you briefly introduce yourself, share a bit about your educational background, your UPSC journey, and how life has been so far?
Hmm. So I have completed by BTech in computer science in 2019 from LPU Jalandhar. It happened somehow, no engineer want to do engineering, but somehow they land up there. Coming from Uttar Pradesh and then graduating in Punjab. And after that, I don't know every, but I guess 90% of engineers don't know what they want to do after completing their engineering. They don't do engineering, they do every else. So I also, did theater, I did singing, I did, footing in multiple domains. Then I started my UPSC journey post-COVID. Uh, it was, very slow thing which I came to understand because I was at my home, I was preparing simultaneously, I was also working in my family business. Uh, then I moved to Delhi, and it was a long journey. I guess I started in 21 and I did it till 25. Uh, so it was good, but I think somewhat I lagged and I didn't crack it. So this was about UPSC, and right now after transitioning, everything has changed. Uh, Nothing thinking about what UPSC, why UPSC. Yes, of course there is one uh, baggage of at least you should be very serious to apply to appear for UPSC. But yeah, this is what it is going on. But right now, working in a political consulting firm, transitioning from something to something bigger. This is what very good, and this is what I enjoying nowadays.
All right, interesting. So, Akash, you spent a substantial amount of time preparing for civil services. What was
Yes,
that
sir.
time when you thought, now I should take Plan B seriously? Was there any specific trigger moment?
Sir, I think it was not a specific moment, but it was building upon that one thing, ki when I should. That moment was building, and the time came when I came to the that Rebounce open meetings and about program and careers, and I joined. So I was following Rebounce from past 2 years, but I didn't have that courage to jump in. That I want to come out of my comfort zone of okay यूपीएससी हो जाएगा हो जाएगा हो जाएगा, करो तो हो जाएगा क्यों नहीं होगा. So this is what stopping many candidates to transition from UPSC to the next. So yeah, moment was not, but yeah, when I joined, I was also, I haven't joined from past 2 years. I was just, reading their Telegram posts and all. Okay, he has transitioned, she has transitioned. So that first webinar which you conducted on public policy and political consulting as a career, just after pre 25 ka pre. So that one webinar changed. That one webinar was the trigger moment. So I finalized ki, okay, I have to do it. Anyways, uh, so yeah, this happened. I guess this is what a good thing happened, that webinar came in my Telegram feed, and I registered for it, and then I attended it, and yeah, this is what happened.
And okay, and then when you attended that master class, before that,
Hmm.
were you having clarity ki I want to get into public policy or political
Uh,
consulting, or there
no,
was
sir.
various other career options which you were open for?
But
Yeah.
only one thing which I had before, before public policy political consulting, because we don't know about any UPSC candidate knows कि ठीक है, this is what I am studying, this is what I will get into, this is what I will work for. But they don't know what is for public policy and political consulting till the time if someone tells you. We are in that domain, we are studying, we are knowing everything, we are seeing कि ठीक है, this is government, this is NGO, this is, but किसी को पता ही नहीं है कि ऐसे ऐसी एक स्ट्रीम है जिसका नाम है पब्लिक पॉलिसी एंड पॉलिटिकल कंसल्टिंग, एंड पीपल आर वर्किंग देयर, पीपल आर वर्किंग विथ गवर्नमेंट, पीपल आर वर्किंग फॉर गवर्नमेंट. तो ये हम लोग को पता नहीं था, मतलब मुझे तो बिल्कुल नहीं पता था.
Attended that master class by Rebounce again. Were you having that dilemma कि यार अब मुझे should I go into computer science related careers or should I get into public policy and political?
हाँ, तो one thing which I after attending the master class, which I decided was कि I next day only I registered for the course. Why? Because in 2019 I left computer science, and technology changes very fast. So technology has, we did codings on our laptops on in a physical applications, but now everything is happening on cloud server. Every hackathons, techathons, everything is happening on cloud server, and the coding pattern has changed. So we were, writing physically, we were designing a logic of how the code works, and then we are coding, decoding, coding. But now things have very much changed, and to transition again back to computer science, you need to again study a new technology. You need to study a technology which is in current running. So this
Right.
is what. So I was very clear कि ठीक है, if I want to get into computer science, I have to study from a start. I have to build my Android. So I am an Android developer in computer science. So I got to know कि ठीक है, this is what a new thing is running in the market. So I have to study it from basics. Barring that, the course which was offered in the webinar in public policy and political consulting, so it was more of what we have learned, but streamlined to the requirement. So I was like, कि ठीक है, it is just a 6 months process. Let's do it. Let's engage in it, and let's see how it goes. And the thing is, कि sitting outside when you are not part of Rebounce, many people think I didn't thought that, but later on I got to know कि people think कि ठीक है यार, 1,000 लोग रजिस्टर करते हैं, बट सबका थोड़ी होता है. मतलब वो 21 LPA, 6 LPA, 8 LPA, वो सबका नहीं होता है. तो ठीक है, मेरा भी यही था कि ठीक है, 21 LPA नहीं होगा, कुछ LPA तो होगा, 4, 5, 6, 8.
So, Akash, based on your experience, let's say
Yes
25
sir.
candidates from Rebounce directly got into NBMC, but if
Hmm.
you talk about the overall batch, what do you think? If candidates will give their best during the
Yes
program,
sir. Yes
do
sir.
you see that they will get the outcomes in terms of the jobs? What is your experience based on interaction with the candidates and your own personal experience?
uh, Program in the sense Rebounce program or NBMC
Like
NBMC
Rebounce
people.
program. So
Okay.
basically, if they commit to Rebounce program,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
then they get the favorable outcomes according to your experience.
सर द थिंग इज ना कि मतलब बहुत सोच के आने की जरूरत नहीं है. मतलब लोग सोच के आते हैं कि ठीक है, मुझे आना है, आई विल कंप्लीट द कोर्स एंड आई विल लैंड अप इन अ गुड जॉब. सो मतलब होता यही है कि लोग ज्वाइन करते हैं, वो फर्स्ट डे स्ट्रेंथ होता है, वो करेज होता है, वो हैप्पीनेस होती है, ठीक है नया कोर्स है, आई विल एंड अप समवेयर, बट पीपल इन बिटवीन दे लॉस्ट देयर ट्रैक, दे लॉस्ट व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, दे आल्सो लूज व्हाट दे आर फॉर हियर। मतलब उसके बाद मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लोगों को ये सोचना चाहिए, ठीक है, कि अगर if you are getting a mentor, a tutor which who is streamlining the process, अब आप तो बेसिकली 5 साल 6 साल या 3 साल से भी आप पढ़ ही रहे थे, मतलब नॉट इफ यू आर डूइंग अ सेल्फ स्टडी और इफ यू आर डूइंग अ कोचिंग, सो यू आर जस्ट हैविंग अ मोनोटोनस लाइफ। If you are learning something new, so new in the sense matlab we were having breakout rooms, we were getting homeworks of public policy and completing it, so it was a very new experience to me as well. और अगर आपको आता है then you make a good chunk of friends there, friends which convert to families, and then you teach to them also. So everything was new, and that 4 months of course and project completion time is has changed everything. You know how to present yourself, you know what to say, what not to say. ठीक है, आपको कुछ नहीं आता है, still you will land up somewhere. So interviews में I haven't answered around 2-3 questions I guess. मतलब वो ऐसे कुछ questions तो ऐसे भी random रहते हैं हर जगह, but still you will get a short list, still you will qualify it. So ऐसा है नहीं कि आपको सब कुछ आना ही चाहिए, और प्रोग्राम में तो मैं ये सोच कर आया भी नहीं था कि मुझे सब कुछ आता है। तो ये है कि एक कोर्स है, उसका एक सेट पैटर्न है, मुझे उस पैटर्न को फॉलो करना है, और मुझे मेरा कुछ ना कुछ तो हो जाएगा। पर ये है कि उस पैटर्न को मुझे फॉलो करना है, सिर्फ एडमिशन ले लेने से यू विल नॉट लैंड अप इन अ रोल। तो यही है, मतलब कि अगर मैं ये देखूं कि मेरे साथ, मतलब मुझे लगता है कि मेरे कुछ फ्रेंड्स थे जिन्होंने अप्लाई नहीं करा था, जॉब के टाइम तो मैंने कुछ लोगों को फोर्सफुली अप्लाई करवाया और उनकी जॉब हो गई है, ठीक है, और कुछ लोगों को जिन्होंने नहीं अप्लाई करा था उनका मैंने फेलोशिप में अप्लाई करवाया तो उनका फेलोशिप हो गया। तो स्टिल आई हैव 4-5 ऑफ फ्रेंड्स विच आर वेरी क्लोज, लाइक अ फैमिली। तो ये है कि मतलब एक पुश चाहिए होता है लोगों को, पर वो पुश तब आएगा जब आपको करने का मन हो। मतलब
Right. Intent
अपॉर्चुनिटी
is
वाज
very
ओपन टू
important.
ऑल, अपॉर्चुनिटी इज ओपन टू ऑल, बट ये है कि हु इज ग्रैबिंग इट, हु इज नॉट।
Now, can you tell me what is the step-by-step complete selection process for NBMC and how much time it took? Because we partnered with NBMC, maybe it was relatively faster for you, but क्या step-by-step process है?
Sir, so basically there were 3 rounds. So first round would be, you will get a formal shortlisting mail. Then the round one will be scheduled. Then round one is a formal introduction, either with the CEO or with the CSO or any concerned authority. So he or she will, take an introductory uh, interview of you, asking your name, your aspirations, what you want, what you don't want, and based on that. So mostly if you are if you are a genuine candidate, if you are eager to get a job, you will get a shortlist. So round one is just a formal introduction of making good impression on a recruiter. Then there would be a round two, which is the main round. So there will be around 4 or 5 people across the domain. So CEO and CSO will be there. CFO can be there, and then one would be a person from who has a good political knowledge. So they will be testing you on different parameters based on your resume, based on your UPSC preparation, your state, your district politics, constituency wise detail, gram panchayat, zilla panchayat, everything which you can read. So, and it would be not be very strict based. It will be very formal yet cordial. You can answer in Hindi, you can answer in English, whichever you are comfortable. They are very open to both because they don't have a language barrier. They just need a good candidate who is eager to learn, who is eager to work, and who will stay longer. So they also need that one impression on themselves. Ki if you are coming, you stay here for long, you work for long, because the framework is such. Ki you will you will enjoy life if you like APPL and APCL, the two cohorts which you offer. So if a person who wants to work in both sectors, so NBMC is a good place to be. So now political researcher will also work in a data analyst role. And then you will also migrate to policy and governance part of it. So this is what a good thing which I came to learn when I came here. Then round three would be HR round in which you negotiate for salaries based on your experiences, based on your achievements. and whatever you break through, you land up here. You can't be very strict because it is your first job, so you can't be like, I only want this only, otherwise I will not join. So, and they are also people with good experiences, so they know how to break and how to offer a candidate. So they will also be rigid, but somehow they are little bit flexible. You also need to be little bit flexible. Okay, I don't need I only need 8 LPA. It's not like that. They have a bracket of dividing whole cohort into three or four things. So well, yeah, this is the major three part, and the whole process, I guess, it took around 1 month. I had a word with Pradeep sir. He is my CSO. So he told that this time it would take around 3 months of overall process. The process will be completed approximately till I guess March or April. The process will be complete, but the process is going on. Now they are actively looking for communication and branding team. Apart from it, political researcher team will take little bit of time, but yeah, it will happen surely. This
Okay.
is
In
what
fact,
the
we
whole.
very recently again collaborated with them for
Yes, yes,
free of
yes,
charge.
yes, yes. I have
All
seen,
right.
sir.
So, Akash, you had a huge gap in your profile, right? You
Yes,
graduated
sir.
in 2019, no formal work experience since then, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
how
sir.
was this gap year treated during the political consulting interviews?
Sir, in my opinion, they don't see that gap as a gap if you are doing something. Like if you are preparing for UPSC, so sorry. So nowadays, companies are recognizing कि ठीक है, if you are preparing for UPSC, it's good because you have an inter-domain knowledge of subjects. Uh, and they haven't asked any question like what you are doing, why this gap, or why you are preparing for UPSC for past 4 5 years. I don't think in political consulting majorly, maybe in public policy they might ask, but in political consulting this is not a barrier, but this is an advantage. Because you will be working in state elections, you will be working in national elections, and you need to know geography, history, politics, economic, society of that region wherever you are deployed. So this is very good plus point. So here I guess around in 60 people, 49 or 50 are from UPSC background. They know how to do, how to study history, how to do study geography, and they do prioritize if you have a UPSC background. This is a plus point here. It's not like it is a minus for them who don't have, but yeah, UPSC background is a plus plus for this organization as well. And in many political consulting firms, they have good criteria of if you have a UPSC background, it is a plus point for you. So it's not like it's a setback for people who have a huge gap. So we have people who have only 1 year gap, or if you have who have don't no gap, and people who have 11 year, 10 years of gap. All kind of cohort is present here in the current working profile which we have.
Right, interesting. So, as you very rightly mentioned, there are a lot of transferable skills from UPSC preparation which are highly,
Yes,
highly
sir.
relevant for political
Yes, sir.
consulting, provided you are able to market it well.
Yes, sir.
Now, you come from one of the, let's say, good colleges, but it's largely a tier two college. There is a general
Yes, sir.
perception in the minds of people that you have to be from a tier one college to get into political consulting, especially when you are getting into a full time role, right? So,
Yes,
your
sir.
role
Yes,
is
sir.
a full time permanent role at NBMC.
Yes, sir.
So, there are
Yes, sir.
two misconceptions probably. One, tier two college versus tier one college. Number two, are all roles in political consulting contractual? So, what is your perception on number one? Can candidates from tier 2 college also get into political jobs?
College, sir, in my opinion, college is not the criteria for selection of, shortlisting a profile for interview or else joining also. Uh, they just need an, sincere candidate. Their profile shortlisting criteria or their CV shortlisting criteria only lands up on if you show in your profile what they want. And it's not about college. If you are from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, it doesn't matter. Of course, if you have a tier 1 college, it's a plus point ki, okay, they will have a good remark on you. But if you are from tier 2 or tier 3, this is also not a negative or setback ki, theek hai, you are not from a good college, so you are not a good candidate. This is not a final outcome or setcome or of any political consulting. It's not any, at least for NBMC, I can surely say that. So I am from tier two, and they haven't asked about college also. They don't consider college as a achievement, because degrees nowadays anyone can get. Anyone mastering degree and completing degree is nowadays also not confirming a job. So degree is just a degree. You have a good knowledge of subject, just that.
Right.
Uh, then what was the second question? A role.
And
Okay.
when we talk about the roles,
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
usually feel that maybe most of the roles are contractual. When you started your transition journey, did you also had this perception? Number one, and now you are already in a full-time role. What is your current experience?
Sir, so when I started, I didn't had any, previous knowledge about, kind of role and kind of job profile I would be working for. Slowly and gradually, when, the course moved forward and I started learning, okay, this is what political analyst, political campaign management, campaign especially, and different kinds of role were there. So majorly the organizations, previously in political consulting firms, so they do mention. So it is very, open thing. It's not like they will hide कि this is contractual or this is full time. It is openly mentioned on every company's profile कि this is a contractual role or this is an open role. But till the time I didn't land up in NBMC, I was also having that same, thinking. Okay, this is a contractual role. It will end in a year or so, or in a 1.5 year. And mostly in whatsoever company I applied, all were the same except NBMC. And they do claim कि this is, this is the change in political consulting firms. We are the only one organization who are offering, permanent role in this. Uh, and I don't know about others, but mostly are contractual also. But if you are, eager and open to roles, so contractual is not also like they will remove you after a year, which I came to know. It's like if you are good, because they have invested a huge resource on you, on training you for a year or so. So if you are a good candidate, if you work at up to their mark, so they will extend. But yeah, NBMC is a full-time role, and they do claim it, and we have seen it. So they are offering a good thing in a permanent role. If you don't live it, they will not. So this is good thing, which is like if you don't have anything in your hand, you have NBMC. This is what I can say.
All right. No, so basically NBMC is something which you choose. You choose. Even if you have a lot of things, then also you decide that no, I would work there, I would stay with them. And now other political consulting firms have also started taking candidates on full-time permanent roles. So now it has the trend is changing a bit.
Yes.
Uh, so Akash, when you in this overall transition journey, how did the Rebounce upskilling program help you? So, when you initially started, what was the gap between your UPSC preparation and industry relevant demands? And how we bridge
Uh,
this gap?
Sir, so I completed in 2019, and if I include Corona as well, because 1 year, 2019 to 20, it was not a Corona period. So at that time I was doing theater and all. So from 2019 till 2025. So this is my gap year. Uh, I started my UPSC preparation in around mid 21, and it went till May 25 before joining Rebounce. Uh, I didn't knew, if you are entering a corporate market, you should have, something little bit of experience after graduation. Otherwise, they will not consider it. If you have at least worked for an year, or you have, some kind of internship for 6 months or an year. So if you transition back, so it is a little bit of positive thing. They will, shortlist you, or they can consider you. But if you have a gap, and if you don't know how to portray it, or how to start applying, so this will not act well, I think, because I have applied. I joined Rebounce on first day, and I guess after a week, when we have the second master class, from then I started applying. I applied around, I guess, 100 roles. But the thing is ki I was not, customizing my CV every time according to the role, and I didn't know also ki what kind of role I should target on. So everything which is has a public or political as a prefix, in that n amount of role I am applying, and I am not, if I am not getting a revert back, So I'm not stopping myself, because one thing which I learned in Rebounce was keep on applying. It will happen someday, and it did happen in only 1 month, I guess. And in Rebounce, when I joined, I guess after a month we haven't completed much of our course, and I got shortlisting from, I guess, three organizations and two internships. So that was all about CV, which I learned there, how to portray yourself, how to market yourself, how to sell yourself, that you are an ideal candidate for that organization or for that institute. So yeah, this is what I learned from Rebounce, how to market yourself so that you can land up somewhere you want to.
Hmm. All right, interesting. And in this journey, so obviously everyone benefits from upskilling, resume support, interview preparation support, and others. Maybe what was something else which added value for you? Maybe was it like networking with the right set of folks, not feeling lonely in this journey? So apart from this, what were the other activities which added the maximum tangible value for you?
In my opinion, see, the Rebounce has n number of offerings which is not properly known if you are not a part of it. When I joined, I didn't knew that I have that, I will be having a single group with founders and co-founders, which I can, text them anytime, and I will also get reward back anytime. There might be certain days when there are certain delays, but the delays didn't hamper because I was active, and I knew कि, okay, there are 200 people or 300 people, and they might be having 300 groups, single. So if their your message will obviously go down, so you can again send a reminder. So I was very, when I got to know this, so this was very good thing which make a good impact on me कि ठीक है, I can ask directly to the founders and co-founders, and there is no third person in between. Na? We have only founder, co-founder, and we have learners. So this is also a very good thing. It's not a pure business model, and it's not a pure learning model as well. It's a intermix of what we want and what we give. Apart from it, lonely. I didn't felt lonely because I am a very good extrovert. I learned a lot in UPSC and then theater, and I made a good friends. I guess in a week or so, and now we have a 13 people of friend come family, all from Rebounce only, and they are from different parts of India. So yeah, it's a good thing. So loneliness is just like, so we did good thing is we did our assignments, we did shared, we did help each other to complete our assignments, or when we landed up in a same breakout room, so that was also fun, discussing everything. And then every day we will be having calls on what we are doing, how Rebounce will turn up, why sir is not answering. So we had so the journey was very happening. It was not a lonely, and it was not also single toned. It was very good. Apart from it, the upskilling program, because we were learning a new thing. So in political consulting thing, the lectures were seemed like very monotonous, because it was written in something we knew about it. The public policy was whole new scenario. But public political consulting में breakout rooms were very interesting because we get to do it. And in public policy, everything was new. So upskilling program was also good because you get to learn new set of things. You get to learn new set of skills which you can portray. So yeah, the journey was very good for me. So it's for personally, it was very good.
All right, interesting. And finally, when the outcome is so great that you get a job within just 2 months, so nothing better than that. Uh, Finally, if you get a chance to maybe restart your transition journey, what is that one thing which you will repeat?
Sir, the one thing if I get to restart would be joining soon. Like many toppers, if we listen, they say ki if a good topper is there, or if a good person who is not portraying UPSC as a whole world, so they will just say ki give 3 years in UPSC, 1 year of prep and two serious attempts. If your attempt is not serious also, still it will be counted too. So overall, if you have given 3 years in your UPSC preparation, then you need to have a plan B. You set out, and this is what I think, because I started in 21. I started following Rebounce from 22. I joined the Telegram platform from 22, and I was following. I started following in 23. So if I would have, joined Rebounce in 23, so I might, I might be landed up in a good role in 23 itself. Yeah, but some things are happened at time. But this is what, thing. If I want to restart, I will be joining soon, because the thing is, if you know it, then so you have to take action on it. Many people don't know about rebounds, or many people don't know ki, okay, this is what, if I have read in UPSC, I will be using in the market as well. So this is what a very uh, not, I will say, sad, because everything happens for a reason. But if I would be suggesting someone, it would be just that ki join soon. If you have given 3 years in UPSC, stop it, join soon, and you can start, preparing or appearing exam simultaneously, because you have already read everything in 3 years. So this is what I would be suggesting.
All right. Thank you, Akash. Thank you for very honestly,
Thank.
very genuinely sharing your overall experience of this transition and
Yes.
rebounds. I certainly hope that it helps the other candidates who are watching this video. In case they have any questions, we will put
Yes,
your
sir.
LinkedIn profile link in the
Yes, sir,
description of this
surely.
video so they can directly reach out to you on LinkedIn.
Surely,
Does
surely,
that
sir.
work for you?
Yes, yes, sir, fine.
All right. So thank you everyone for
Okay.
watching this video. If you benefited from it, we would sincerely request you to please like and subscribe. We are always here to help, guide, and support you in whatever way possible in your post UPSC transformation.